Pete and I were great friends, and that developed into a love affair of some kind, I guess. Pete was always thinking of ways to bring joy to other people's lives. That's what he lived for. Pete loved being a dad, and he doted on Bella and Ava. One day, Pete was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, and he had an ICD implanted. When his heart went out of rhythm, he'd receive an electric shock to try and get his heart back into a normal rhythm. And that started happening more and more frequently. It became normal to call 000. It became normal to spend your days and your nights at the hospital, not knowing if Pete was going to come out or not. We were spoken to about Pete needing a heart transplant. It was really hard seeing this person that was so full of life, struggling with life. One night, Pete decided he'd like to go to the movies. I got a text message from him saying, "I need to get out of here." That was code for my defibrillator. My ICD is about to fire. So I tried to call him and he answered, but as he was trying to talk to me, he was screaming. He just yelled, "I need an ambulance." I called back and this time it was silent in the background. But the paramedics had just arrived and I raced out that door. It was raining really heavily, and I remember driving through that rain thinking, "Don't die, Pete. Don't die until I get there. Just don't die until I get there." I think we both knew then that it wasn't going to end well. Pete's organs started to fail, and we were told that Pete had had a stroke. There was nothing that they could do to save him. And that was hard to hear because Pete, being the superhero that he was, he always bounced back. But knowing that this time he wasn't going to bounce back was hard. As a family, we spoke, and there was absolutely no denying that we wanted to do this. This was something that Pete would have wanted us to do. His superhero powers were going to save lives. This was his way of giving. This was his way of others carrying laughter and joy through their lives and their families' lives. Knowing Pete's wishes on organ donation really made an emotional time so much easier. My message to people that haven't registered or haven't had that conversation with their loved ones is to have that conversation. Registration is also important. It's just that one extra step to help your loved ones know what your wishes are. That conversation, that registration can have such a profound impact for those waiting for a transplant.